Hey everybody, this is Joel and
Paul
with movingtomexi.co. Bienvenidos a nuestro canal and bienvenidos a
Taco Tuesday.
We did have a horse here, and I was trying to get him or her to
a girl.
say Taco Tuesday and horse, but she's since
as soon
run
as
away.
You started talking, she's like,
as soon as I started talking, she's like, "I'm out of here."
Yeah.
And we're gonna do a little walk through the community. We're on the east side of Bucerias. Once again, there's a new cafe that's opened. You will remember in the video we did with Barcelata, that was Julio, his wife just opened, well, the family just opened a new cafe right beside their home on the east side of Bucerias. So I said, hey Paul, let's go check that out. But also, you know, Paul is maybe in the market for some new land, and I'm like, I really know the ideal lot because he's looking for some land where they can maybe build like a little family compound, have a big garden, grow their own food. And here's 1,300 meters just on the outskirts of Bucerias, and it already has some horses.
It comes with horses.
I'm sure we could negotiate the horses into the deal.
Good
yeah, it's a massive lot, so you could build a nice house here. You could have a nice garden. You could probably subdivide this easily into 4 different lots, and the price is around 200 and just over 200,000 bucks. So let's say subdivided into 4 lots, it's 50,000 bucks a lot, and you can build yourself a nice house with a pool and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and throw a couple horses in there too.
I'll take it.
You're gonna take it? So on that note, we're just gonna hop back in the car, we're gonna park, and then go for a little walk.
Sounds good.
Sounds good?
Let's get some coffee.
Vámonos. We're at this new sportsplex that the state has built. They started putting this thing together just as the situation hit us all. So they just finished it, and then they kind of like sealed it off, you know, because the government said, you know, it's going to be dangerous if you know, if people come and do some sports right now. So they've got it all gated off, but they do got some guys in here. It looks like they're cleaning it all up. It looks like it's getting ready to be opened. We got a couple baseball diamonds. We got a beautiful soccer field. And then you got this whole area here, which is going to become, I think actually over there, Paul.
Some basketball courts over there.
Some basketball courts, and there's going to be like a little market.
Yeah.
And then the Estaciones development, Cuatro Estaciones, which we are going to be launching pre-sales very soon. So if you're interested in moving to Mexico, I was going to say Mexi.co. That isn't the name of the country.
That's a different country.
Place. That's a different country altogether. But if you're interested in moving to Mexico or spending more time here, we're going to have some amazing opportunities for you to get into owning real estate, like actually owning it, either through partial ownership from $20,000 and then full ownership for a beautiful studio from basically 59 grand. But more to come on that, and that is a little shout out by one of our sponsors, which is Maravilla Nayarit, which will be launching this project soon. But anyways, that project is so close to all these new wonderful things on the other side of Bucerias, and this is part of our channel where we want to take you a little bit off the beaten track. And some people would think this is off the beaten track, but sooner or later it's not going to be. It's just going to become part of this wonderful town. You know, you think, Paul, about like Puerto Vallarta many years ago, everyone was on the beach, and now Puerto Vallarta has kind of grown, and a lot of people live in the hill area or like several blocks away from the beach. So as Bucerias continues to grow, you're going to see the same thing happen here. You got all these neighborhoods out here which are going to attract more people to live because it's getting more and more expensive on the beach side. So here is a nice community, and you can live a lot cheaper. Anyways, you want to go get a coffee? I feel like I need some caffeine, man.
Yes, let's go do it.
Okay, vámonos. I'm going to put a link in the description below with just a Google map so you can see exactly where we are, because people have been asking us to do that, so we are making sure we do that. But literally, if you remember when Paul and I did the little drive where we went to get the carnitas and we went to the little drive-through place where we got the frijoles and the tortillas, that's just over there. That's like 1 block away. So we're 1 block away from all that great stuff on Estaciones, and
we're basically a couple blocks from the highway.
And then
right?
2 blocks to the highway, 7 blocks to the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool to see this open up and come here on a Sunday and watch some soccer games, grab a 6-pack of beer, you know, get our soccer jerseys on.
Start heckling everyone.
We'll be heckling everyone. It's gonna be awesome. I don't think the Tigres are gonna come play here though.
No, I don't think so. Not yet.
That's another thing. I'd love to. We'd love
Here's
to
a
get
little
out to
tienda.
little tienda. So abarrotes.
One of the cool things about living on this side of the highway is that you got all these little tiendas and
Little local spots. You got little guys like this.
Doggy.
He's not so sure about the camera.
So do you know the difference between like the abarrotes versus the mini supers?
Abarrotes?
Yeah.
No, I don't. What is that?
So the abarrotes is more like your everyday store with the focus kind of on fruits and vegetables, but they
okay.
usually don't have a license, so they usually don't sell beer.
Got it.
And then the mini supers usually have a license, and you can go in and buy beer. But this is going to be just like your standard unlicensed grocery store.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, what do we got here? You got a little pity?
Found something over
Hey,
here.
buddy. Hi. Oh, you're an
you find?
interesting character.
Yeah.
What are you eating there? Oh, come here. Come here. Yeah, you having your brekkie? Oh, you don't like Paul? You don't like Paul? Buenos dias. But actually, this
This
is
one does have-
abarrotes too in the air
Yeah.
license. Anyways, that's
I
how
don't
it was explained to me. But you're not always gonna have extreme consistency in Mexico at the best of times. I always love when you can add to your house and then add a set of stairs right on the sidewalk.
Yeah, and this is sort of one of those things that a lot of people when my friends come and visit me in Mexico
Yeah.
or people haven't been here in a
Yeah.
long time, I say, when we're walking around, just be a little extra careful.
You don't
Don't
wanna-
assume, because I think like when we're in Canada or the States, we feel pretty well protected or
Yeah.
safe when we're walking down the sidewalk.
Yeah.
But here you can actually run right into a spiral staircase, and I don't think that would be
That's
very
awesome.
fun.
I think it's awesome, but it is. But yes, please watch when you're walking, especially at night. Some of the sidewalks are a little bit, and you'll repair.
Or there'll be
there could be like
just
a
massive
hole there, and you fall in the hole.
Yes.
You'll have a driveway in the middle of the sidewalk. All sorts of things. Trees growing in the middle of the sidewalk. That's very common. A concrete ball.
Yeah, you could have a concrete ball right there.
And
yes.
hey guys, if you hear that rooster, and that's a real rooster, you got to hit the thumbs up, okay, and then toggle that little notification
We just
bell.
walked past Coolies.
Oh, we walked past Coolies.
Yeah, don't forget Coolies.
I was here the other day with a group from Alaska, 2 nurses that, they finally got their vacation time, so they came down to Bucerias. And it's interesting, we're getting more and more medical professionals, coming to Mexico to spend a vacation here. And the more and more you talk to them, they're like, yeah, like, you assess the risk of traveling, it's ultra, ultra low. As a matter of fact, we're at way more risk working in our hospital than we are hopping on a plane, coming to spend a week at the beach. And the other interesting thing they told me was they wouldn't have to quarantine anyways when they get home because they're medical practitioners and they are needed, so they call it a working quarantine. So go figure. Cafeteria Cafe coffee shop.
Cafeteria Coffee Shop.
And I don't know if you guys remember Julio. We did a episode with him at March.
Buenos dias, Julio.
Hola, buenos días. Buenos días a todos y buenos días.
How did the Super Bowl go?
Oh, good.
You had good turnout?
Yeah.
It's good to see people still coming and hanging out every time I go by.
It's the first time they don't put too much.
Yeah.
It's fine, everybody happy, not too many people, but always is a big party.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, good.
Okay, well, let's grab a seat, Paul. Hey, Paul. Like they know what they're doing. I did not give any instructions here. We did not phone ahead. There's a barista that knows how to make a macchiato. And look at that cappuccino. Isn't that pretty?
Very well done.
So we'll have to find out where they're getting the coffee from, but I'm assuming knowing these guys, they're
Folgers.
using. It's not. Yeah,
It's not Folgers.
No, it's instant. Moment, I've got to put a little sugar in. They don't have the mascabado, so I have to, they got to get the mascabado, so that's okay. But Nayarit, it's coffee from Nayarit. Yeah, that's a good espresso beneath the foam. It's delicious. So what I really appreciate about this setup is the maximization of space. You see so many little restaurants and cafes, they open with all this space, and then you have all that overhead, right? So look at this. It works. You You get a little ordering center. You got the little kitchen in the back. Love it. ¿Qué es eso?
Jugo de expreso.
Ah, ok. Ah, para como un espresso helado.
Ajá.
Interesante.
How's the coffee?
Good, really good.
Is this one of the best cafes in Bucerias?
It is.
Okay, for sure, right? You're not lying to us.
Absolutely. I walked 2 miles to get here.
Very good. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
All right, so that was an amazing cafe
Yes.
or coffee.
Yes.
Un café.
It was Cafe, right?
The name of the place is Cafe,
Cafe.
but we had a cafe.
Yes.
And I had a macchiato doble. And here's another little secret place in Bucerias, guys. I was like a little hesitant to show you this because normally you have to take one of our bike tours, you know, to discover the juice under the bridge. And remember this, okay? Remember this video, because again, I don't know, 2 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, 6 weeks from now, there's going to be a question and a bonus draw. It's probably going to have something to do with this.
Whatever
this little juice
flavor
drop.
we get,
Yeah,
right?
maybe.
We'll see.
But let's go
Here
to the
are-
drive-thru.
We're right under the highway here.
We're right under the highway, under the bridge.
Hola. Buenos días.
¿Quieres un agua fresca? Oh, you
No,
can't, eh?
I'm not doing the sugar.
Una fuerza bruta, porfa.
¿De qué?
Fuerza bruta.
Hoy no tengo, pero tengo manzanilla,
Entonces, ¿qué tienes?
They have oshitalas.
piña naranja. Piña naranja. Dásela a Cristian, por favor.
So,
This is the drive-through.
This is the drive-thru. I love the Mexican drive-thru. You guys remember the carnitas place when Paul and I went for carnitas, but we also stopped to buy the tortillas. So that's kind of cool because we did a beach day with with 2 of the dogs from A Dog's New Life on the weekend, and so we picked up our picnic on the way to the beach and on the
cool.
way to the dogs, and we just drove right up to the little house there. And then
Which dogs did you take to the beach?
We took
Felix?
Felix.
Okay.
And the little pit bull.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, she's super sweet. I got a little bit of video on it. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll throw that. I'll send you
Shoot
a
it
file
over
so you
to
can
me.
just insert it into this little clip here.
They're watching it right now.
But they had a fun time.
There you go. Gracias.
¿Cuánto?
A 15.
Está bien. Gracias. So 15 pesos for a fresh juice under the bridge. So Agua Fresca, okay? This is before Coca-Cola. So Agua Fresca goes back hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, like pre-Hispanic, right? So fresh juice, like fresh fruit, and they mash it, and then they add water. And now because there's refrigeration, they can add ice. So you get this nice, cold,
It's the best.
delicious fruit under the bridge. Well, juice under the bridge. Every time after a lot of our rides we do with clients, we come here after the road ride and rehydrate.
It's always a winner.
That's a winner.
Gracias.
Vaya bien.
So do not be afraid to check out the juice stand on the bridge. And it's funny because most clients will say, oh my God, like there's no way I would have stopped here because maybe it looks a little sketchy. I don't know what this thing is underneath this Arroyo Bridge. But these guys have been here for 15 plus years now. And her dad, the original owner, and he's, I think now in Guadalajara, he's moved to another town. But what happened was he had one of these little carts, and he, like a little motorcycle cart, and he had his little agua frescas, and he broke down, and it was like a torrential rainstorm. It was during the summer, so he wheeled it under the bridge here. And then while he was waiting for his parts, he like, oh, I might as well just like open under the bridge. And then all the people started looking for him, and they're like, no, like he's
He's the bridge man.
he's under the bridge. His little motorcycle broke down.
That's
so
a
you can
cool
go-
thing. Like in
Yeah.
some places, all you find is like a troll under the bridge.
Yeah.
But in Bucerias, you find
fresh
delicious
juice.
agua fresca.
Exactly. So that's the story, and
It's a cool story.
he's been there like I think 15 plus years, and never left. He just decided, forget it. I'm not going to go on my motorcycle anymore. I'm just going to open on the bridge because I got a roof. It's like it's raining. I can work here all summer. I can work here.
Oh, these are the tacos.
Yeah.
we're
So
talking
here's
about.
the
I
taco
haven't
place.
been
Like
here yet.
I always come back after my bike rides through here, and I always wave to her and I chat with her, and I think her son is running it today. With super friendly people, and I'm like, oh, we gotta We gotta try this. We gotta try this Birya Tacos here.
Right under the tree here.
Tacos de birria right under the tree.
¿Sí? ¿Quieren consomé?
Sí, por favor.
Ok. ¿Tú también vasito?
Sí, por favor.
Sí.
We got a little bit of the consomme, and I think maybe if you remember from Tio's, we showed people the consomme, so
That's
that's
right.
the broth that the birria is cooked in, and that's good for all sorts of ailments. You got a flu, you got a cold, you got a hangover. Some birria consomme will cure you.
That's very good.
This is really good. You can taste the guajillo chili.
Mire, ahorita aquí si gustan ustedes más se lo pueden preparar ahí
Ok,
ustedes.
está bien, gracias.
Ahorita les parte más limón mi hermano,
Okay, Paul.
That looks pretty good.
So normally his mom's here, but she's a
Big taco.
bit under the weather. So they're stepping up, him and his brother.
Y cuando se diga saca el teléfono. que la
That's good.
saquen en el teléfono,
That looks
sacan
good.
el- Y escúchame a mí,
Just the right amount of fat.
porque yo soy el que
But
está
look at-
sirviendo contigo.
Like her meat is literally disintegrating.
Mira, sírvele.
Like it's not
Sí,
dry.
es este tu vaso, ¿verdad? Sírveme más.
If they cook it in too high of a heat, the meat dries out. So she's cooking this extremely well, like very, very low heat, and with the right amount of fat, no dryness whatsoever.
Si gustan más aquí le pueden destapar.
I'm wolfing this thing down because it's so good.
Hombre, que te digo así en el teléfono.
Paul's he's got his
This
birria
is awesome.
broth
Yeah, this is all I
and
need.
his camera, but I see you're salivating about. You want your taco,
I do.
so I'm gonna hurry up and eat mine, so Paul can eat his, and then I think. Well, actually, before we call it a day, after I finish this, let's zip by my place because the project's
let's
almost
see,
done.
Let's see how your
We'll
property's
give
doing.
you guys a little intro to one of our next episodes about real estate in Mexico. All right, everybody. So we've been getting a lot of comments below and questions about when are you guys going to do a real estate show? Like we want to find out more about real estate, see what's available for sale or for rent in Bucerias. So we are putting that together, right, Paul? We're gonna do that very soon. But I thought, hey, why don't we just go through one of our projects here? Because I still haven't seen it in a few days. So it's generally 99% complete. They start putting together some furniture, and we got one unit left here, one townhome. But let's go check it out.
Let's see what's going on.
I think the last time we were here, it was a little bit more chaotic.
Yes.
So you guys will remember there was some chaos.
A little more tranquil this time.
A little more tranquilo.
Tranquilo. Got the garden going.
We got the. Oh yeah, so we got the pool being filled up. We got some of the loungers were delivered the other day, so we're getting all that set up. So we still have some work to do with like the fine tuning of the decoration. We have Candelario over there who is the main supervisor. ¿Cómo estás, Candelario? Muy bien. Todo bien? Todo bien. So he's finishing the final touches. This unit's sold, so a Canadian couple bought this unit. So we're just doing Candelario's doing the final touches, the stain of the concrete. You know, a lot of the finishing we say is a little bit more on the rustic, contemporary Mexican, right? So we're not trying to do, you know, the finishing that you'll see in Canada and the States with all these perfect lines and edges and granite countertops. We're trying to use older style Mexican processes like building your own countertop out of concrete and then staining it. So there's always going to be these tiny little imperfections in it, but that's what we feel makes these projects pretty unique. And we're kind of doing it like old school, so it allows us to keep the price points a lot lower. But you know, you get a nice stove, a nice fridge, their dining room area here, their master bedroom, which I think
This is really cool.
Turned out really beautiful.
Yeah.
One of the features I came up with is well, let's blow a hole in the bathroom wall, and I'll put a window there, and we'll create this cactus garden. So over time, as they add some other plants, it's going to be nice. You come have your shower here
Very cool.
in the morning, and
Little back
maybe
area.
a little backyard area, which actually gets quite a bit of morning sun.
Laundry.
Come out here. So they're moving in on Wednesday, so it's still technically have guests. The guests can have their own little studio. So this would be the guest bedroom. So you have a nice bath. You have your bedroom, and then the guests have
A little patio.
There's a little patio space right here.
That's cool.
To add some plants, a little barbecue.
Perfect.
A little maybe outdoor area where you could have your little coffee machine, a little bar fridge. I mean, there's lots of room in here to begin with. And because they love the sun, we designed this incredible patio. So this is their outdoor space.
Very cool.
So it's pretty
It's huge.
Yeah, so the idea is this is common area for them, but if they had guests, the guests kind of have their own little studio, and then their space is on the main floor. And then we'll check that one out. So we did something similar. So we have what we call this lock-off situation where this door can be closed and locked, or it can be left open, and then this becomes one unit. But if you want to live downstairs, you could lock this unit off, and then you have an apartment upstairs. We'll go do that one last. Let's go check out what's happening here. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
Oh, we're getting some art done. That's right. And do you guys remember?
Yes. We remember.
Do you remember? From the art contest.
That's right.
Yeah.
The art kind of gave it away.
So this is Tracy, and she was a part of our art contest, and Jillian is a big fan of your work, and so am I. And she's going to do this big mural on our wall. And it's gonna, well, right now it's just green streaks, but it's gonna turn out really nice.
That's right.
Yeah, so this is a pretty cool space. You got an open kitchen, a little living room area. You got this floor-to-ceiling glass that opens up to the pool. So I think that's kind of nice.
There's a
We got
coffee table here.
coffee table on the way to this. Okay, we'll move that out of the way. The master bedroom is quite sweet. You got this built-in, closet. We decided to do this little niche on the wall, so I thought that turned out quite nice with the lights and the headboard. These piece of Peroda, I really wanted to have something that, because again, like our finishing is pretty. Not basic as in cheap, but just very simple. And then we like to do something like this. So this would become your little office area and your room, or someone wanted a makeup table, whatever. Extra shelving, nice big bath, and this backyard. Again, it's still in the early stages of staging, but I come out
This
here,
is great.
have my morning coffee, so get a lot of light. What is this? So this is more of a studio setup.
Okay. Yeah, it's got
So
the
you got-
kitchenette.
You got your bed, you got your little kitchen area, and then the living room is outside. Right?
Yeah.
We had this nice little built-in that was already part of the house. We was gonna put cushions on it, and so this is like your dining room, your living room.
Nice breeze right now
Yeah, you
too,
can hang
huh?
a TV out here, whatever.
Yeah, this is great.
And then below is the pool area
And the restaurant.
and the restaurant if you're hungry. So I mean, if you're here for a few weeks or a few months, I mean, it's a really comfortable location. Not, I mean, it's
So
pretty.
this is where Addie's gonna live.
Addie was going to live here.
Or she
we
is?
were
I don't
originally,
know.
well, we were originally going to stay here, but we decided we're selling this unit.
Okay.
So this one is on sale right now for $269,000. So that's the whole townhome. So you get 2 units.
Okay.
basically. But it's one title. It's like buying one house, but it's already separated into two for, for rental purposes. All right, everybody, I hope you liked another episode of Taco Tuesday. Thanks again for following us around Bucerias. We hope you enjoy the show. If you love what we're doing, hit that thumbs up, give it a good smash, and then share this video with all your friends by clicking that little sharing link in YouTube. Make sure you're subscribing, and again, hit that notification, because every Saturday we give away that week's trip to Bucerias. And if you want to move to Bucerias, you're interested in buying some property, well, you don't have to go any further than send me a note, okay? So send a note to info@movingtomexi.co. Jillian will get that information. If you have any questions whatsoever about real estate, just send the note there and we'll be back to you. On that note, nos vemos hasta luego and adios!